and welcome back to yet another video. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Haylee and I help people induce altered states of consciousness like lucid dreaming and out-of-body experiences for life transformation and healing. And today we are going to be talking about the inner child and how we can actually connect with our inner child through our dreaming practices. The inner child is an internal archetype that was created by our childhood experiences. It holds anything that was suppressed during childhood, including emotions, beliefs, and even talents and hidden skills. The inner child is similar to the shadow archetype, as it holds what has been denied, suppressed, or disowned, but at the level of our younger self during our years of childhood. How were you treated as a child? How were you talked to? Your experience as a child is what has created your inner child today. Inner child work is about expressing what was suppressed as a child and parenting ourselves in a way we wish we were parented. A beautiful way to begin this journey with your inner child is through inviting them to show up in your dreams. So there's a few ways to start connecting with your inner child, which will help you undo the trauma and heal the trauma that you experienced when you were younger, but it will also help you show up in a whole new way in waking life, because we have no idea that our inner child traumas are actually playing out subconsciously in our waking life, in our relationships, how we talk to ourselves, how we do things. And so by looking at your inner child wounds or trauma from when you were younger will help you notice how it's kind of been showing up unconsciously in your life, and it will allow you to heal that and show up so much more authentically and full, and be able to fully love yourself and accept the love from others as well. So there's a few ways to start connecting with your inner child through your dreams, which is super fun and really accessible as well, since we dream every single night. We go into like 4 or 5 dream periods every single night depending on how long you sleep. So these are the easiest ways to connect with your inner child through dreaming practices. Make the intention before bed for your inner child to visit you. At what age did you need the most love, validation, and support from your caregivers but didn't receive? Calling on your inner child at a specific age will help memories and experiences appear that are associated with that time in your life. So you can make the intention before you fall asleep for your inner child to come visit you in your dreams, and you can also do that while lucid. But I definitely recommend pinpointing a specific age. That will help that version of you step forward a lot easier, and the memories and experiences that were associated with that age. So for me, age 7 is when I started to really have a lot of emotional trauma and go through a lot of difficult experiences. So when I call my inner child in, I call the 7-year-old me forward, and that is the version of me that shows up in my dreams. And if I can kind of connect with that inner child at that specific age, it's a lot easier to be able to ask questions to that version of yourself and visit experiences and memories from that age that weren't healed. So I definitely recommend just making the intention to connect with your inner child through your dreams. But first, I would definitely get clear on what age you're trying to connect with as far as your inner child. When you get lucid, try calling out for your inner child in the lucid dream. You can call out for little plus your first name. That's a great way for me to connect with my inner child, is just referring to her as little Haylee, because that's exactly what she is. It is little Haylee. And when I make the intention to connect with her and I actually call out for her in the lucid dream, it goes out into the inner, the overall awareness of the dream, which is the sky. You kind of just call out your intention to the sky, and it will allow whatever your request is to take form within the dream. So for me, I just call out for 7-year-old Haylee or little Haylee, and I know what little Haylee means. It's my 7-year-old self. So you can just call out for your inner child using little and then your first name, and you'll be surprised at how your inner child presents themselves. They can physically show up as like the little version of you. The dream could change to reflect how you felt at that age, or someone or something may present itself in the dream which symbolically represents that version of you. So just making the intention out to the sky when you get lucid, after you've stabilized the dream, of course, is a great and easy way to connect with your inner child. Ask to be taken to a childhood memory in the lucid dream and see where you end up. If you don't know exactly what age of yourself you want to connect to, I just recommend asking to be taken to a specific memory. Everything we experience is held within the subconscious mind, and just making the intention to be taken to a memory that needs a little bit more attention will take you exactly where you need to go and kind of show you where some emotional trauma has been stored, or in what experiences you suppressed emotions. And of course, anything that wasn't expressed in the moment of it happening is suppressed, and we can actually visit those suppressed emotions or memories in the dream and heal them from the psyche. So maybe just try calling out in the lucid dream to be taken to a specific memory, whether you know what memory you want to visit or just whatever memory or experience needs your attention. Ask your subconscious mind what your inner child wants you to see. Our inner child, subconsciously, we know what our wounds are. We know what we need healed. We know where we need more love, attention, and validation, whether it's from someone else, like our caregivers when we were younger, or, we need to give that back to ourselves now, right? Our subconscious mind, our inner self, our inner child kind of knows really what we need and when trauma first started. So even asking your subconscious mind what your inner child wants you to see will allow the dream to change form and take shape to answer your question, because we wouldn't have triggers, right? Things that trigger our trauma if subconsciously we didn't know what our trauma was. So just kind of calling out to your inner child to guide you, to show you what you need to see, will do so much for you in the lucid dream. Again, it's so easy to start connecting with your inner child just by making the intention and just looking at what you needed as a child that you didn't receive. Was it love? Was it acceptance? Was it validation? Did you not have a lot of people to build trust with when you were little? Wherever you felt like you were lacking as a child as far as what you needed, that will guide you to what you need to explore more through this work. And looking at your triggers throughout the day, if there's something that triggers a memory or triggers a trauma, or something that really creates guilt or shame or anger or fear, dive into that through dream practices and just by calling out to the inner child version of you, and you will be shown what you need to see. When it comes to this work and dream work, you are only shown what you are ready to see. And really connecting to this version of you will not only allow you to heal past trauma, but it will allow you to reparent yourself and create deep inner trust so you can show up authentically, so you can really start trusting yourself and fully love yourself and know that you're worthy of receiving love as well. And again, our inner child wounds play out in all of our relationships, even the relationship we have with ourselves. So you'll really notice some beautiful, massive change in your relationships and just in your life when you start to do this work. And these are some really easy ways that you can connect with the inner child today and just start to learn more about yourself and your inner child as you go along through this work. So I hope that you got something from this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or how you connect with the inner child, or if you've ever had a dream of your inner child and what happened. Thank you guys so much for joining in this video. I love you so much, and as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity.